Hi everyone, my name is Walid and I'm a civil engineer. In today's video, I'm going to show how we can create the river banks in InfoWorks. So to create the river banks into the InfoWorks, we have three basic methods. Number one is bank survey data, and then we can use the ground model data, or the third one is the river section, and you can use the river section data to create the bank lines. So it's not important that you have the banks into the InfoWorks, but it is important to have, because without the banks, the boundary points of the cross sections will be seen as vertical walls. So in this video, first I am going to import the survey data to create the banks for our river reach, and then we will supplement that data using the other methods, using the ground model and then also using the river section. So mostly the data will be the bank survey data, and then we will supplementing that using the other information we have. So in other videos I've been asked as well to show you guys how my survey data looks like. So I'm just going to quickly show you first how my river data looks like. So this is the survey data. So mostly the surveyors will know, for example, X coordinate, you have the Y coordinate, and then you have the bank levels. So this is mostly the survey data looks like, and then this comes with the IDs and also the description that we usually have. So this is mostly the X coordinate, Y coordinate, and then the Z values, elevations and IDs mostly. So this is one of the survey data that my CSV file looks like. So yeah, and then if you so now we can just start with importing our survey data into our river model. So I already have this river model. If you have been following from the previous videos, I will just drag and drop into my window, and then have this my river model here. Now first thing first, we are going to import our bank data using the survey. So first of all, what you can do is to import. So go to the network and import, and then you can have open data import center, and from here you can do change it to the bank lines. So bank line, as you can see, we have the bank line, and I am going to import my shape file, the river banks, and then this one I have my shape file. Now AutoMap, you can see I have this one with the shape file. It comes with the IDs, so I will just import. You can see that I have already imported my bank lines. But now we have the bank line, as you know that we have the cross section lines, but we need the subtable for cross section data. So for the cross section data we use subtable. So similarly, cross section line, subtable for cross section data, bank line, import, then the subtable for the bank line data. So we will use subtable and bank line bank data, as you can see, and we going to do CSV and import the bank survey. And AutoMap, it has been updated here, you can see, and this is CSV, bank line, bank data, bank line, all of this information. So we are just going to import. Now it says that everything has been imported properly with 0 warnings. So I'm going to click OK, and then I have already imported that one. I'm going to close it. Now I have this, I'm just going to press escape. Yeah. So I have these bank lines. I have 4 bank line data, number 1, and then you can see in yellow number 2 and number 3 and number 4. So these are the bank lines I have into InfoWorks. I'm going to select this one and double click to see the properties of this one. So you can see that bank data I have here with the ellipses, you can see, and I will click on this one. So this has put the bank data but it is not connected with our river reach. I'm going to show you now how we can connect it to our river reach. This has the bank data but not connected. So how to connect it? So I have already selected one bank data. I will press Control, select another one, and then I'm going to select my river reach. That is the center line of my river. And now I have already selected all of these items. Now I will just go to my model, and then from here river reach. I will just go model river reach, and from here you can say build banks from selected lines. So I have first selected my lines, my bank lines, my center line. Now I'm going to select. So now it has been created. Now I press escape. Now you can see that this has been changed into the dotted lines, a little bit dotted, while the other ones you can see are the so these ones are the solid lines because we haven't included those in the model, and here you can see these are the dotted lines. So dotted means now now the back lines have been connected with our river reach. So this is the method I have shown you, and now this one we have just seen. So I'm going to do is use a river section with the endpoints. So for example, I have this river reach here. I have this river reach, but I don't have the bank lines for this one. But I also have the sections data for this river reach. So I am going to use this section lines for my river reach. First, for example, if I want to annotate this one, so go to the right click and the properties and themes. Just quickly go to the river reach, river reach auto label, click OK. Now this has so 17th downstream doesn't have my bank lines, so I want to put the bank lines. I'm going to do is select this one and select all of this. Select this one and click go to my model and river reach. You can see create bank lines from the section ends. I will do this. It will say me that building bank line from the section ends. Yes. Now it has created our bank line using the section lines. Let's see how it looks. Select this one. Select the bank line and then go to the ellipses. So I have this one. Okay. Now I want to see my ground model as well. I go to the database. I don't have the ground model here. Okay, I will just quickly import my ground data. So you can, I have this one. I will just copy and then paste it into my database to see if it comes with my actually I want my ground level, so that once I will be seeing in the banks, we will be able to see how it looks into is a paste as a children, copy ground model, continue. Now I have my ground model as well. I will close that tab, and now I want to drag and drop my ground model into this one. So now I have the ground model as well. Then I will just double click on my bank and go to the ellipses, and now you can see that this was a cross section data has been used to create the banks, and this green line you can see our surface, our ground model. If you are not able to see this line, you can right click and edit the properties of your table, and then you can just add your ground model data. It should be somewhere here. It should be the ground model. Actually, I have already added in my settings, so you can also be able to see from your yeah, this one is show ground model data. So if you will want to see your show ground model data, you can also show it. So these green lines you see here are the ground model data, and then this vertices that comes with our center line that we had, and the same vertices we are having here, and these elevations come using our cross section lines. So here you can see that we have created our banks using the cross section lines, and this is a representation of that. Now I want to update my vertices as should be our ground model. So I'm going to do is to select this model, this one, center line, this one, control and select all this model. So I have I just want to select banks, number one bank, number second bank, and from the model I'm going to do is update from the ground model. It has update from the ground model, overwrite existing elevations. I will check this box, ground model, because we have already imported into our geoplan. It's 1 meter ground model. Click OK. Now it says what updates this has done. I'm just going to close this one. Now I'm just going to double click to see the properties. Go to again ellipses. Now you can see our model has been updated with every other vertices comes with similar to the ground model. So all these vertices matches the ground surface. So this is how you can create the model from your banks using the importing surface, creating banks using the cross section data, and updating your banks using the ground model information you have. So these are the three main ways to create the banks into the InfoWorks. So now I have all of this model ready, but if I will double click on this one, and if I'm going to for example now I have yeah, so I'm going to select this one, and what we are going to do is do the step the similar we have done previously, river reach and build banks from the selected lines. You will select OK. Now this has been created with a similarly, now this will be changed into our dotted lines, and this is a proper, if I select my center line, it will automatically select all of this one. You can see all of this one, and then if you press escape, select this one, it automatically select whole of our ground model. But one thing you can see, once I have selected this one, it comes with my validation errors. As you can see, we have some validation errors here, and if I will be able to see it, so they said that some of the values are missing into our river reach. So how we can update this one, because we need coefficients that we have to include. As I have shown previously, we can use the SQL queries to quickly update our data. So let's do it very quickly. I'm just going to the database and create a new InfoWorks stored query like river constants, and then open this one. Going to select my river reach, normal. So I already have my copy, so we have already seen all these ones, and now I have already copied and pasted these ones because I already have created those ones. So this will have put the coefficients into our model. Before applying, I'm just going to test it. You will say query has a valid syntax, so it means it is fine to run. So I will click OK, save this one, I will run it, and now going to do double click again. Now you can see we don't have any validation checks, and similarly it will be with this one because we have used SQL query. So this is the benefit of using the SQL queries when you don't have to go one by one and it is automatically updated in whole of our river reach. Now we have the river reach ready with the banks. We want a proper boundary. So I am going to select all and go to the model and river reach and build boundary from banks and section ends. Click OK. Now this has created the boundary as well. Now my whole river reach has a boundary. Now InfoWorks knows that this is the boundary. This is all the data that lies within my model, within my river reach model. So yeah, this is it for today, guys. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments. So we have seen how we can create bank survey data, banks using the survey data, using the river section, and then using the ground model data, and also use the SQL query to overcome our validation checks. So this is yeah, this is I think it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, just please ask into the comment section. And yeah, see you in next video. Peace out.